What's up, everybody? Dark Cosmic here, back with another astrology video. And today I want to just give a different perspective with your rising sign, a different way to look at it. Okay, and I got some notes here because we're in the Virgo moon energy, so I gotta come correct. So the first one is Libra rising, right? If you have a Libra rising, basically you can look at your life like this. You're a walking opposition. Okay, so that means you might experience things in your life where you feel like you are being opposed in the areas, in these multitude areas, in all areas of your life. You're going to find opposition there, meaning in some way, shape, or form, you're going to feel a need to find the balance between both energies, or you're going to feel like there's an imbalance there, meaning one or the other energies is in excess in that area, and you're going to always feel a need to complain about that, or express that through your personality. But the key here, because you are a walking opposition, um the key here is to find the balance between those energies. That's why you came with that type of chart. And I want to preface this before I finish, go to the rest, is if you guys are following my kind of astrology, please utilize the equal sign house system instead of the Placidus all the times, because sometimes it gives you double signs in each house, and I don't follow that format. So I'm more likely to use the equal sign house system format than any other. So use that one. Um so let me continue, right? If you have Aries ascendant, you are basically a walking conjunction. So this means that you're in agreeable energy all the time in regards to your lifestyle. Now, this can also place you in a competitive energy, because a conjunction, when two things are together all the time, it still creates a friction, and it still creates like a tug of war of like who's gonna do what. Like, like, how come, like, I'm trying to do this but you're also trying to do it too. It's like it starts to compete, and it's like easily burning each other out because of the constant competition of being in the same place. So that's what you might experience in your life, is feeling like you're competing in these areas, or you just feel like you are synced up perfectly with people in a lot of areas of your life. So that's Aries ascendant, your walking conjunction. Though the key here is to realize, hey, listen, maybe they're not competing with me. They're just on the same page. This could be a great ally. Or maybe the situation isn't competing against me. It's on the same page, and it's showing me who I am. You know what I'm trying to say? So Cancer and Capricorn is going to be the next zodiac signs to look at, and they are cardinal signs. Okay, Cancer and Capricorn. And if you have Cancer and Capricorn as your ascendant, you are a walking square, meaning you might experience a lot of things in your life where people think you're kind of a tight ass or too traditional. But this also means that your entire chart is set up where there is a learning process required for you. So you're constantly having to learn from these different situations. Now, in life in general, you're always learning, but it's more like in every area of your life. In regards to your chart, you can look at the chart and you'll see this is an area where I actually need to learn something. The other sign is teaching me something about myself at all times. So that's another way for you to look at your chart. You're a walking square, because they're trying to teach you to not be a tight ass about things all the time. They're trying to teach you to unwind, loosen up the reins here. That's why your chart will have that. these squares there. So let's see, Scorpio and Taurus, the fixed signs. These two fixed signs are in conjunction. So if you have these in your chart rulers, ascendant, you are walking in conjunction. What does this mean? That it's kind of like you completely missed the ball in terms of your chart. You missed the ball in a lot of these areas. You might be doing something completely different than what is required. You're not opposing it. You're not walking side by side with it and hand in hand. You are just doing something completely off the wall and to the left of what the fuck is going on. So it's an in conjunction. I actually have an in conjunction mean in my own chart where I'm a Pisces sun and a Leo moon. That's an in conjunction. So I might be more relaxed and laid back and a lot more intuitive and a lot more basically fluid with my personality, but the way I feel about things are very firm, okay? Fixed, stubborn, prideful, passionate, self-centered in a way. So that is doing something complete. It's not even doing the opposite. It's just doing something completely different in which they won't get each other. They'll be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You know? So you might experience things where people are like, what the hell are you doing? Really, you know what I'm saying? Scorpio and Taurus ascendant. People are like, what are you doing? Really, you're not making any sense at all. So, you might experience that in your chart, in areas of your chart. You might look at your chart and be like, there's parts of your chart where people are going to look at you like you aren't making any sense in regards to these areas because you're in conjunction. All right. And being in conjunction, from my experience, you just got to blend the energies. That's the best thing. That's the best you can do, is really blend the energies to make one new energy, because otherwise you're going to be constantly playing one or the other. At least in the opposition, you know that you're two sides of the same coin. So you're already low-key blending the energies out the gate. But when you're in conjunction, you're not two sides of the same coin. You just have to find the in-between by yourself and figure that out for yourself. So Pisces and Virgo, these are the mutable signs. This is also a situation in which there's an in conjunction. So same thing where I said in conjunction with Scorpio and Taurus. It's the same thing with having a Pisces ascendant and a Virgo ascendant. The only thing is your ascendant is now mutable, so you might get away with more of your in conjunction type behaviors, in my opinion, because you're a little more fluid in your chart. So your personality might allow you to wiggle around this complicated situation for you in your chart. Okay, so if you have a fire rising, if you have a fire ascendant, you are a walking trine, meaning you have a bunch of gifts, more than likely, that you either are lazy in regards to using or you use to their full capacity. But regardless, you are bound to have gifts in your chart. Somewhere you're gifted in your chart. Somewhere, somehow, you have a gift to be found. That's all I will say about that one. And when I say the fire signs, I only mean Leo and Sagittarius. Aries would be a conjunction. Sorry if I said Aries already. Now the air signs. This is the sextiles. Aquarius and Gemini. If you have an Aquarius and Gemini ascendant, that means you are a walking sextile. People find your energy to be very sexual at times, ironically. And when I say sexual, I mean they feel like you. Oftentimes, they feel like you make a good like companion to them. Your energy blends well with other people a lot of times. It's agreeable with other people a lot of times, and not in the Libra way. Agreeable, kind of like it's just good to have you around. It's like having sex. Your energy is like having sex. So Aquarius and Gemini ascendant, your energy feels like, and it's weird because I know these two signs, and when it comes to sex, they're very unique. They're very they have very unique energy when it comes to sex as well. So, and they're both, to me, they're both sexual signs too. So you're a walking sextile. Okay, so you're here basically to it's kind of like, I don't want to say, I don't feel like I'm saying the same thing, but it's kind of like you're here to teach the others another way and basically add a benefit to whatever it is that they're doing. So you often can give people ideas, new ideas and new ways to do things. So this has just been another way for you guys to look at the ascendant signs. Basically, depending on which planet you or sun, zodiac sign you have in the first house, it's just gonna set you up where your chart is just like opposition, conjunction, square, trine, or sextile. So